Hi everybody, this is Diane. You see a mess of papers on my desk here. My fingers are covered in glue, but I just finished working on, I just finished my work for the day, and now it's time to do some tidying. And since I was using some of these things and I can't put them all back in that little drawer without tidying them up, that's going to be my next organizing project. So let's organize. Decorative paper pads. Some of these are post-it notes. Some of them are little pads that you buy in the dollar stores, or I guess some at flea markets actually. Just, you know, little tablets that you would use like that. Just pretty decorative tablets. And I have a narrow drawer, not a very deep drawer, shallow I should say, I guess, that I keep these in, and it is really too full now, especially when I go rummaging around and messing everything up to find what I want. So we're just going to start organizing. I have these little blue ones. I have these papers in all sizes because sometimes you need small, sometimes you need large. So I put them in my drawer, and I can't bring the drawer over here because it doesn't come out. It's locked in. Wish I could bring it over, but I put the large things at the bottom, and then the little, just gradually work my way up to the little things. And today I needed to have some of the big things, so I really had to pull things out. And since I can't take the drawer out of the unit, it just makes a mess while I'm rummaging in there. So I'm not sure where I got these little pieces that I'm touching right now. I'm sorry, I'm having some issues in my chest area right now. I'm not sick, and it just came on me, just making it a little difficult to take a breath without coughing. But these are little address papers. I've got 3 different ones about the same size. I probably got some at a flea market and some from Happy Mail or something like that. I know I got these from Happy Mail. These were really thick cubes. And I didn't keep all of them because there were just so many. Oh, actually, I guess I did. I just looked over at the corner of my desk, and there they are. I just keep some on my desk, but I put some of those in my drawer. So these are my little ones. There's a routing request sheet. A little post-it note. This actually came from Disneyland in Florida. It's faux tickets, and I forget about them. They're just there, and I don't use them. Got these little sticky note ones. I'm not sure where I got those. I've had most of this stuff for a long time. So what I have to do is destash some of it, obviously. So I think the best thing to do is to just keep organizing it into sizes, and then I can figure out how much of it I can destash. So I hope this won't be too boring. I had a comment on one of my sorting videos that said it was boring, and I'm sorry. You don't need to watch. I'm just organizing, and I turned the camera on while I organized. If it's boring, go to another video. That's what I do if I'm not interested in a video I started watching. You do not have to stick around, because what I'm going to do is sort these. You'll be able to see what I have in my stash if you're interested in that, and then I will destash some of them, so you'll be able to see what things might be available in a future destash bundle. And what I will probably do when I destash would be not just to have a destash of this stuff, but to kind of combine some of the items that I'm destashing. You can't see what I'm doing over here, but I'm just stacking up these list ones instead of spreading them all out. So I would take an assortment of items that I have destashed, say journal cards and these and whatever else I've destashed, and then kind of put a bundle together of assorted items. I think that makes it fun for you to get assorted pieces. Oh, my back is killing me. I guess I've been sitting hunched over at my table. Didn't realize. This is a really cool tablet. I think I picked this up at a thrift store or a flea market. But it is a list pad, so I'm going to put it with my list pads. Don't know what that is. I think I only have one. I bought this at Walmart a long time ago, and I've used some of it. I love my While You Were Out in pastel colors. Got these pretty little dresses. So these are different but similar in shape and size, so they're going in another pile together. I'll put the shaped ones all in one pile. And the ones that look more like a tablet shape can go in one pile. So this shape. We'll make sense of this yet. I know it's a bigger mess than what it was actually, but because I couldn't bring the drawer over, I was just bringing over handfuls of stuff. Whatever I could carry, I brought over and then went back for more. The unit that these are in is in my closet here in my craft room. These came out of a calendar or planner or something. This is something I got in a Happy Mail. It's a very long, it says funniest paper pad I've come across. There's the head of the dachshund, and then you can attach this, and it just continues on. So I think it was to put on a school bulletin board. Somebody sent this to me in a Happy Mail. Did I already say that? So it's a long strip. I'll come to the end of this before you know it, and then we can start destashing. And putting them away neat and tidy is my favorite part. I've got these little ones. All of these things came out of the same calendar, so there's some small pieces and some big pieces. They're all great for journaling on. It was I think a Daphne's Diary. And I got it for $1 at a flea market. There was a vendor there that had stacks and stacks of new magazines. I don't know how that happened. You know, I don't know where they got the stacks of magazines, They were newer. They weren't like what's on the newsstand right now, but they weren't very old. And I got some really nice magazines that are really expensive normally. They sold them for $1 each, no matter what the magazine was. And I have these two little vintage pads. I think I'll move them to a different spot. That one was lined, this one is blank, but they are little vintage notepads. Some more dress shapes. More tablets. I like these. I like to use them in my planner. I'm going to take some of those and put them with my planner. I didn't realize I had any more. This came out of it was a pack that was supposed to go in a planner, but I bought it on clearance, I think. Look at the owl. This is from my Carnival cruise. I probably wouldn't do Carnival again if I ever got to go on a cruise again. My husband and I, we did a Norwegian cruise first, and we really, really liked it. And we enjoyed the Carnival cruise, but it's more like a party boat, and we're not into that atmosphere. We don't drink, and it was just a party atmosphere. I'm not saying you shouldn't drink, I'm just saying that's the way we were, and the way I still am. We were there to relax and enjoy each other and enjoy the water and the air and the luxury of being on a cruise ship. So if I want to go on another cruise so bad. I need to find somebody to go with me that I'm comfortable with. I'd love it if my sister could go. But I don't think I would do Carnival again. That just gave me something to talk about while I sort. This is a printable, but it looks like a list. Aw, I must have got that at Happy Mail. I love that. I need to use it. Alright, I've got things sorted into piles, so that didn't take so long, did it? I'll bring these over here. That shows me how many of these I have. Let's start with the big ones, because they will end up on the bottom of the pile. Okay. I've had this for a really long time, and I like it. I like it a lot. So I'm going to keep all of that one, and I like that one. I'm keeping these because if I don't use them in journals, I'll use them in my planner. I can share a few of these. These came on a tablet. So I'm going to put them in a pile of de-stash in the clearest spot on my paper rack over here. I have, when you see my my craft room tour after I do all of my reorganizing, you will see I have a paper rack next to me that I use to divide up my papers and scraps and things for my current project. This came from Disney World, so I'm going to keep all of it. It was from the Hollywood Tower Hotel, the Tower of Terror ride. I did not ride the ride. My husband loved it. My daughter loved it. But while I was waiting for them, I was in the gift shop. I bought this paper pad, which is really cool. It just has some Hollywood Hollywood Tower Hotel emblems and things on it. It's just really cool. So I'm keeping that. This I could also use, like the orange pad. I just kind of make notes in it before I fill in my planner for the week with these kinds of papers. Like I know I need to do such and such on Wednesday and such on another day, and I just kind of fill it in here, and then I go do the work of my planner for the week. Fill it in more neatly. I'm gonna list some of these, or destash some of these. I just recently got these at the Salvation Army, and I did put some of them in the destash journals that I just finished. So I didn't count, but I have quite a few there. I'll destash maybe about half of this pad. This came from Target, I believe. Home Sweet Office. I think I have more than half of it over there in my destash pile. I like those. I think I got those in a Happy Meal. I don't have very many. Oh, more nursery rhymes. Oh, destash some more. So that's what I have of my large tablet pieces. And I removed some to go with my planner, and then I'm destashing these. So that doesn't look like a whole lot. But I haven't gotten to the pieces that I have the most of yet. Let's do the long list ones next. This one is really long. I usually have to cut some of it off, but I like the house on there. This one I got in a Happy Meal, and I sold some of that with my, when I did the destash of, I think my friend Julie sent that to me. When I did the destash of automobile journal stuff, I think I sold some of those hat ones with that. Now this was in a set of 2 or 3 pads of different sizes. Let's put the hat ones together. I'm keeping the rest of the hat ones. I already destashed what I want to. So I have quite a few of these. So I'm going to put some of those in the destash. I like that one. There's another American Gothic house. My friend Julie lives in Iowa, and she has told me about the American Gothic house. That is, I think it's the house used in the background of the famous American painting, American Gothic. Oh, and I know the painter, but I can't think of his name right now. But you know what I mean. It's the somber-looking farmer couple standing with the pitchfork in between them. This is my Target shopping list. I'm going to get rid of half of that pad, roughly, because it's a pretty thick pad. I just got that. I thought this was cool. I think I don't know, did I get this in a Happy Meal or at the Salvation Army? Anyway, this one's different. Let me finish a sentence. It's a doorknob hanger. This doesn't open at the top, it opens at the side, which is pretty unusual. It says Merry Everything. I think I got this at Walmart after Christmas. So I'm going to destash some of that. And I will destash some of this one with the $100, $1,000 bills. But I want to keep quite a bit of it because I think it's really fun. I've had this one for a long time. I've already destashed some of it. So these, this one I like to use because it has the house, but I just cut off the part that says June. And this is a shopping list from Current. So I'll keep the rest of these. We're doing good. This one, I only have 3 left, so I'm keeping that. I used some of that in my Stash Buster journals that I'm working on right now. I'm going to keep these little pieces because sometimes I want something that goes lateral instead of horizontal. I mean horizontal instead of vertical. But these are cute and they have flowers on them. It just has little squares for notes. So I'm keeping those. Now these came in that same planner. I'm so sorry. I don't know what's wrong with me. And it says things to buy and things to do. They have the holes. It was a wire-bound little planner. And so it's really cute. You can use it just like this, or you can cut it. It's not perforated, although it looks like there's a perforated line there. And there are little designs on it. And I keep finding my little pieces that are stuck in between. So I am going to destash some of these. And keep these. This one got cut. And I just have a few of these. They're pretty big. You can cut them. And they are double-sided, so that is really neat. I'm going to keep those. What next? I'm going to keep all of these because I love them. How about these? Now, these are a little tricky because they're so beautiful. I think I got them at a flea market, but they're sticky all the way down to there. And when you peel one off, the sticky residue is still there. You can rub it off. So it's just something you have to work on. But it is, well, it's sticky in the middle, but not at the top and bottom. That's odd. They're so beautiful, and they're good quality. They're thick, and they're embossed around the edges. They're just so beautiful. So I'm going to destash some, but keep some. I only have one of these. No, I have a few, but not very many, so I'll keep those. They're kind of fun. This is a little pad. It has the days of the week across it. It is sticky at the top. I'll pull some of those off, but I like these little ones. I've had this for a long time. I've destashed it before. I'm keeping what's left. This is a fun one. I've had that for a very long time. And I'm just going to keep a few of these for Farm Journal and destash the rest. I don't use purple a lot. I'm going to destash all of that. And I guess I'll destash all of that one. I love this one. I'm keeping it all. And I think I got this in a Happy Mail. And I don't have very many. And I'm keeping this one. I've already destashed some of these pads that I've had for a while. Because when I buy a notepad, they're pretty thick and I know I won't use all of them, so I do usually end up destashing them. Some of them at some point. These are the ones I just bought and I paid a lot of money for them. Talked about them in the other video. I didn't realize how expensive they were. It was posted at Walmart, and it's $5.95 for these 3 tablets, so it's $2 a tablet. So I'm keeping them for now, since I paid that much for them. I like these long, thin ones, and I have destashed them before, so I'm keeping what's left, keeping all of my Disney tickets. I'm not even sure what these little pieces came from, and I don't have a lot of those left. Now, these, I could probably destash some of these. I love the blue ones. I think I'll keep the, no, I'll get rid of some of each. I do make a lot of journals. You know, I'm pretty prolific in journal making. So I use that to justify keeping so much stuff. And I don't have a lot of these. I'll just put a few in the pile. And these I will definitely destash quite a few. So I'm keeping those, and I think I will, look how pretty on the side. I will divide these up, but I'll keep those. I'll keep a couple more. They're attached so strongly, and they're not even that sticky on the back. It's just the glue at the top, I guess, that is so strong that you can't do more than a few at a time. This is from a 1996 calendar. I've used this quite a bit, but I'm going to destash some. I'll keep my Carnival Cruise pages, my to-do list. And I love my current ones, so I'll keep those. Oh, this is that long note sheet. Well, I'm going to put those in the destash pile. I guess I can let some of these go. These came in a set with that taller grocery list one that I said was current. We're almost done. I love this. I think I got this in a Happy Mail, so I didn't have a lot of them. I've used a few, and I have 2 left. This I got at a flea market, and it is USGS, Science for a Changing World. So it's a thick tablet, and I might have gotten 2 of these. I got like 3 or 4 different pads in one bundle, but I think they're cool. But I will destash some. I think they're cool because they're vintage. This is what came with those other ones that I just put aside that were folded up. I'm going to destash all of those. These are like a cardstock. These are very pretty. I'll keep those. I only have 2. Got a few more of those. I'm going to destash them. And I love this paper pad. I have destashed some of that in the past, so I'm keeping what's left. And this is what I got from, it goes in a planner and it was on clearance, I think. Oh, no, maybe it goes in a planner that I used to use and don't use that size anymore, and these were leftover pages. I'll keep those. Have to keep this one. I think there's 2 here, maybe. Yep, I got 2 of those. I'm going to destash the rest of the owls. I have used the owls. I love the pink piano. These shaped ones are fun, and I did use some of the ice cream cones in the destash. I'm going to destash the Stash Buster. Destashing the cupcakes, and I'll just keep 2 coffee cups. I believe I may have gotten this in a Happy Mail. I'll just put a few of these in my destash pile. Keep those, and I'll keep this, and I have quite a few. It's not a ton, but a few, so I'm going to destash some of those. And that, my friends, is the end. So I think I should be able to fit these into my little drawer much more neatly and hopefully be able to find what I want when I want it. And let me show you what I have destashed. Don't get mixed up. So this is quite a lot, right? I destashed quite a bit. I'm very happy with that. Yeah, so that's all I'm doing for organizing tonight, at least on video. And I thank you for watching, and I hope that you find it fun and interesting, and I would like to know if you are organizing and destashing in your craft room, or at least organizing. And I hope you have a creative day today, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.